site's content, you can charge for that, you can get into hooking into their social strategy, help them out with that. The consistent thing you have to learn about in the web development game as a freelancer, or in general, is that it evolves. What we do today as web designers or developers is very different in many respects from what was done 10 years ago, or 5 years before that. The skill sets are very different. I remember way back in the day, a good friend of mine was very successful in the web space, the web field, in the 90s, mid-90s to 2000. Very successful, made a lot of money, driving around BMWs, brand new house, and all kinds of stuff. And then he stepped away from the game for just like 2 years. I think it was between 98 and 2001, 2-3 years. And he came back into the game because he got a terrible divorce, and his wife took half, so he had to work again. So, bad money management, his money spent like crazy. So, word, lesson here, you're making a lot of money. Save. The more you save, the more personal freedom you have. So save. Don't expect Hey guys, Steph here. Hey, in this video, I'm going to talk about how I got my very first paid web design job. I think people who are getting into the game, the web design, web development game, are going to find this video super interesting because as I tell the story, you're going to learn about the things that I encountered. You're going to learn a few little tips along the way as well. So, yeah. Well, before I get into it, I'm going to head off, go over the mountain, get my coffee, because I need a little brain stimulation. For you, it's going to be a split second. For me, it's going to be around an hour or so. I like to chillax in my car, too. All right, we'll see you soon. Hey guys, I'm back from my coffee. It's actually been a day. I just got caught up with other work. So before I get into the story about my very first paid web design job, way back in the 90s, I'm just going to give you the bullet points of some of the lessons that you can get from this experience and several other experiences I had in terms of dealing with my first clients. So first of all, when you're starting off your web design job, do not be steady. I'm talking about freelance here. It's going to be spotty at first. This is normal, so you just have to structure your life accordingly. I'll get into that in other videos. At first, you're going to get cheap clients. This is normal. Getting into the game, you're going to get cheap clients at first. That's okay because you're just starting out. You have to learn the ropes in terms of how to manage projects, how to manage clients. It's okay, it makes sense. Don't worry about the risk. You'll start making more and more money. As I just mentioned, managing clients is a very important part of becoming a successful freelance developer. It's actually a very good business skill to begin with altogether. And a big part of managing clients in the freelance game is managing client expectations. So that they know and you know exactly what you're going to deliver, so everybody knows what they expect out of the contract. That means you should have a nice simple contract. I call it a line item contract. You have intro paragraph, bullet points of what it is you're going to be building, what's expected. I'm not going to get into all the details here, but again, what you want to take away is that you want to establish a proper expectation with your clients so they know what they're getting, you know what they think they're getting, and you use a contract to define that more clearly. When you're starting off new, don't chase after big clients. It's never going to work out unless you're connected and have some nepotism going there. Generally speaking, when you're starting off as a freelancer, you're going to get small contracts, and that's cool. You should practice on small contracts. And don't waste your time on big contracts. You may have a few big fish that come around snooping, but they're just going to waste your time in the end because big contracts, big companies don't want to take the risk with small, unknown players, unknown developers. So keep that in mind. And here's a final tip. When you're contracting, you always want to get some payment up front, whether it be 50% when you start, 50% on completion. Well, my favorite, 33%, when we started, 33% on first draft, when we delivered the first draft, and 33% when we complete. Anyway, so let's get into the story. So we're going way back into the 1990s, and my personal situation at the time is I was in the middle of a legal battle with my soon-to-be past business partner in a business totally unrelated to technology. This is an import-export business, and I don't want to go into the weeds of the situation. Essentially, I had made a mistake where I was a young guy, but I made a mistake where most of my money was in the business. So when I got into a battle with the business partner, my money was locked up, so I had to find an alternative source of income while everything settled through the legal process. So, fortunately for me, I had learned how to code to build a website for my business. Now, you gotta understand, this is in the early 90s when this is all super new. As it is today, back then, first thing you gotta do as a freelancer is put up a website. So I put up a website to show that I can do the work, and I just put up the contact information, and then I just hit the road. I hit the bricks, meaning I started talking to people, reaching out to people, seeing who might need websites, and so on. And like any business, there's always this lag time. There's always this time where maybe a few weeks, maybe a few months before you start finally getting things going. So you just have to persist. While you're persisting, you make sure your site looks pretty good or really good.